This is an iPad 3 case I picked up on eBay. It just arrived yesterday in the mail. This case is from an eBay seller in Hong Kong. It goes for $17 with free shipping. It's a pretty nicely made case. What's nice about these cases is they're borderless, so when you snap the iPad in, the face of the iPad is completely open. There's no edge or anything like some other cases have. It has a nice suede interior to the case. The case uses a tongue to snap it into the back. It has all the typical cutouts you need for the speaker, the charger, and your microphone. It's easy to snap the iPad in. So you'll just drop it in, and then you just snap, and that's it. iPad's in the case. It will not fall out. You don't have to worry about it. It's nice and solid. It's not going anywhere. It has some sort of a anti-skid surface on the back, so it's not too slippery. It's good. You can get a good grab on it with your hands. It's not going to slide out of your hands too easily. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but there is a good grip to it. The suede interior is very nicely made. It's got a good feel. It's definitely not going to scratch your iPad. The stitching is well done. It's clean. I think I would have preferred if the speaker port had not been blocked at all, instead of them creating those holes through that plastic back. One disappointing feature about this case is the magnetic switch. There's a magnet in the case here that the iPad picks up, and when you open the case, it should turn on the iPad. And in my case, it does not. This is an iPad 3rd generation, and I do have the feature turned on in the settings. As you can see here, iPad cover lock is on. Disappointingly, for some reason, Apple moved the location of that magnetic switch on the 3rd generation. And this case is still designed for the 2nd generation. And the seller does advertise it as being compatible with the magnetic switch, but it's not. So for 17 bucks, it's still a decent deal, but it is disappointing that the switch doesn't work correctly. Even though the magnet does not work on this case, there is a magnet in there. I found that if you, right now the iPad is off and it's not going on or off, but if I angle the case downward a little bit, you can hear the click and it turned it on. So there is a magnet in here, but it's just not in the right spot to easily turn the iPad on and off. As I said, you can hear it click by me moving this around. I had done another video where I took a iPad case and inserted a magnet in a non-smart cover case. I may do the same with this case, where I'll cut a small slit in the suede and I'll put an additional magnet in here in the right location so it turns it on and off. I'm just not sure if this one will work too well because the case is extremely thin, and the magnets I have are not going to be as thin as this case. We'll have to see if I can find something that's thinner to fit in there. as far as folding the case back and using it as a stand, it works pretty well. You put your thing into the tongue here, and you've got it with a slight angle, which is good for typing. And if you want, you can use it the other direction, and it will stand. And it's pretty stable. I don't see this falling over easily on its own. It's nice and solid. So if you want to do a FaceTime conversation, this is a good mode to have it in. The eBay ad looks like this. This is where I bought it from. The guy's got a very good feedback of 99.9%, so there's no worries there. And even though it's coming from Hong Kong, it only took a week to get here. So I was pretty impressed for free shipping. Overall, for 17 bucks, free shipping, it's not a bad deal. I like the case. It's not terribly thick, so it keeps your iPad very slender. And it's going to definitely protect it.